Hi, I'm Marci Shimoff, and welcome to our happiness community. I want to talk with you today about a really cool subject, miracles. Now, some of you know that I have gotten to co-author a number of books in the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, and I've been very fortunate to read over 20,000 stories that have been submitted to the Chicken Soup books over the years. And I have read so many stories about incredible miracles. So let me share with you today one of my favorites. It's really quite amazing. It's a story about a man named Marcel Sternberger. And Marcel was living in New York, and he boarded every day the same subway, his 909 subway into work. And this one day, he ended up taking a different subway. And he gets on, and there he sits down next to a man who's reading a Hungarian newspaper. And Marcel was from Hungary. And so he looked at the man and he said, you know, where are you from and what brought you here? And the man said, well, I was in Hungary and I had really to escape the country, and it was very sad. I left my wife and the rest of my family behind, and they were all killed. I went back to our village and really nobody was left, and I came to America about a year ago. And at hearing this, Marcel thought, wow, this sounds really familiar. About a week ago, he had been at a party of some friends, and he had heard a very similar story with the same village even involved. And he looked at the man and he said, what's your name? And the man said, well, my name's Bella Paskin. And the man said, what was your wife's name? And he said, well, my wife, she's dead, but it was Maria. And Marcel took the man by his hand and said, come on, we have to get off the train right away. I have to make a phone call. And they get off the train, and he calls up this phone number of this woman he had met at a party the prior week. And he gets on the phone with her and he says, what was your husband's name? And she said, well, my husband, he's dead, but his name was Bella Paskin. Marcel hands the phone to Bella and said, this is a miracle. This is your wife on the other line. Please tell her hello. It happened on a Brooklyn subway. I've told this story many times and I still get goosebumps telling it. Miracles can happen in our life when we are open to them. And you know, most of us don't have miracles like that happening regularly, but we have simple everyday miracles happening. So what I invite you to do in your own life, right now, today and over the next week or so, notice the miracles that are happening in your life. Notice the little ones and give gratitude for the little ones. Because when you do give gratitude for those, then the big ones begin to show up. You know, one of my very favorite quotes is by Einstein. He said, there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything is a miracle. May you see your life as a miracle every day. I look forward to hearing your comments. Please write them below and have a miraculous day.